So, what are the inner abusers? So, inner abusers are, that's what I call them, the parts of our consciousness which are the internalized abusers that we encountered in our earlier experiences in life. Most of them happened in childhood. So what most of us don't know is that when we encounter a voice in our own consciousness which sounds like a bully, or like our parents shaming us, or a part of us that is just cruel, that's actually the part of us created by the victimized, by its own victim. So our own victim from our own consciousness, which the part of us which plays the victim, created the internalized abuser. But why would they do that? They do that because the fact that they were abused was so unbearable and so painful that they decided to internalize the abusers in order to cope with that fact, so it doesn't hurt as much as it did before when we encountered the abusers from the outside. So basically we're already hating ourselves, and so when we encounter hate from outside, it's much less painful. So this most commonly happens when we experienced any kind of emotional abuse from our parents. As an example, we create a literally internalized mirror of our parents in our consciousness, where they are the ones who are shaming us and they are the ones who are abusing us emotionally, so that we don't experience as much pain when we encounter the emotional abuse in real life. So self-hate is like a self-harming coping strategy. When the hate from the outside is too painful, we internalize it in order to protect our own selves and to avoid pain. It's very paradoxical, I know. And so the same functions with our inner abusers. We create them in our consciousness in order to, for the abuse from the outside is not as painful as in the inside. And so we create our own inner parents who are constantly shaming us, because the fact that our parents were the abusers themselves is so painful and unbearable that the wounded parts of us create those abusers in order to direct all of that hate towards themselves. And so basically the inner abusers are abusing us in order to protect us from the abuse outside. That's what I want you to remember.